In this video, we're going to talk about don't giving up and why that's so important. And I'm going to give you 3 examples in my life of 3 companies that basically didn't want anything to do with me a few years ago. And now I work with all 3 of them very closely and have great partnerships with them. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that journey right now. All right, I'm Terry Carter. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you subscribing, turning that bell notification. And if you're struggling with something, maybe things aren't going your way right now, don't give up. Matter of fact, if you want to share, leave that comment below. And hopefully this video will give you a little something to spark something inside of you to stay on the course, stay confident, and keep moving ahead. All right, if you might notice here, I am holding a baritone. I just had to look at the camera to make sure they were recording. Kanile'a baritone. And so when I decided to start doing baritone lessons, I didn't have a baritone, so I wanted to get one. And I reached out to 3 companies, Kala, Kanile'a, and Kamaka. They all make great baritones. So basically at the time, I was a nobody. UkeLikeThePros was a very small channel on YouTube. Now we have over 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully that'll be 1 million soon. My website, UkeLikeThePros.com, had some members, had some courses, wasn't as big as it is now. My RockLikeThePros.com was the same thing, kind of small, not a whole lot going on. It's like, not so to speak, just like you could understand these companies when I approached them, and I approached all 3 of them, and I wanted them to give me. Now, maybe that was a little bit too much, but I wanted them to give me a baritone because I knew that I was going to start producing baritone content and we were going to be a big channel on baritone. And we are. And now we are. We have great baritone videos on YouTube under UkeLikeThePros at UkeLikeThePros.com. We got baritone courses. We do weekly Q&A. So we actually have become very big, and I sell a lot of baritones at my online store, which is store.UkeLikeThePros.com. So I wanted them to give me, because I knew I already saw this right here. I already saw where we're at, or at least this journey. I know we still have a long way to go. But back then I was here, and they were like, none of them really wanted to give me anything. Kala didn't want to give me one. They were like, we don't give instruments away. Kamaka was the same way. We don't give instruments away, not even to some of our artists, actual artists. And Kanile'a was basically the same thing. Although they were actually, I just remember this, they actually offered for me to come and be an artist with them, and then they would actually give me one. So anyway, so none of them would give me them. I was very frustrated. I was very frustrated because I could see this vision right here. I knew where I was going to be, but maybe they couldn't see it at the time. So Kamaka basically was like, we'll give you one at the artist discount. So it was like, whatever, it's half off, 40% off, whatever the normal price is, all right, which is very nice. The problem is I never actually heard back from them. I emailed them, I tried to contact them. They never actually got back to me on that one. So I kind of was like, okay, that's probably not going to work out right now. They're not that interested. Kala, they were like, okay, they were willing to give me an artist discount. But again, I wasn't getting my phone or my emails wasn't blowing up for getting replies. I might get a reply a few days later, the next week, So although they were willing to give me one at a discounted price, again, it didn't seem like they were super, super pumped on what I was going to do. And that's okay. Relationships take time to grow, right? You have to understand that. When you approach people, they don't know you. They don't know much about you. Even if you have a YouTube channel or a website, they still don't know much about you personally, and so they got to get to know you a little bit and see what you're doing. And the great thing that I've been learning a lot is that what kind of value are you going to bring to them, right? What kind of value, how are you going to help them? So the more that you can prove that you're going to help them, then the more likely they're going to try to help you as well. So at the time, I'm just kind of approaching them, hey, I want a free baritone. I knew the value for them was going to come, but I wasn't providing a whole lot up front. Kanile'a, they were the ones that were the most welcoming They were the ones that most welcoming. They weren't going to give me one unless I became an artist with them. And I had that wasn't going to happen right at that particular point in time. But they were like, we'll give you a discount. We'll give you the artist discount, whatever it is. Again, it's whatever that 40% off or something like that. But they were very welcoming. They returned my calls. They returned my texts, my emails, and it was a very warm environment. And I felt that. And as it is, this is a baritone, by the way. And I did pay for it. And but they did hook me up. They got me some really nice wood. If you look at the wood here, beautiful wood, and I got a pickup installed in it. And I think they gave me nicer wood than normal, and whatever. It was a great experience, and we started build that relationship there. Now, fast forward now 2 or 3 years, and where we're at right now with this video. Let me do a short little playing, and I'll tell you the rest of the story. I don't know. Do you like the little interludes? I just think it's kind of breaks it up for me talking. I just do a little plain interlude. Leave a comment below if you dig in the little interludes that I throw in there. All right. Fast forward to where we're at now. Kanile'a and I have a fantastic relationship. I talk to them a lot. Not quite every day, but I talk to them a lot. I text them a lot. I sell a lot of their instruments, baritones, and ukuleles over at my store at UkeLikeThePros.com. I know the whole Sousa family really well, and we're partnered up on a couple really secret things. One, a new baritone for me, which I'm very, very excited about, coming soon, and then a really special partnership with UkeLikeThePros and Kanile'a. So I'm not going to tell you what yet, but stay tuned. If you follow me on any of my channels, YouTube, our Instagram at UkeLikeThePros, our Patreon page, whatever. If you follow us or you're on the email list, you're going to know about this real soon. All right, we have a fantastic relationship. Kala, this is unbelievable. Now, my store, I like to have a whole wall, like a 30 by 20 foot wall, basically filled with Kala ukuleles. We sell a bunch of Kala stuff. I have a great relationship with most of the people, at least I met over at Kala. Great people over there. I talk to my rep, Patrick, who's more like a friend, every day, calling them, texting them. They give me instruments on a pretty regular basis for giveaways. I have challenges. Some of them are public. Some of them are just for my premium members over at UkeLikeThePros.com. And we are also working on a couple top secret things as well coming on. So now we have a fantastic relationship with Kala. So now Kamaka, they were a little bit harder to crack, a little bit harder to get in there. They have a long history of tradition. So it took a while to kind of get in there. But now I'm very happy to say I am a Kamaka dealer over at my store.UkeLikeThePros.com. And I'm now starting to build that relationship. I'm starting to know more of the people that work there. I have some of their instruments already. I put an order in for more instruments that are going to be coming. And that relationship is starting to blossom. It's taking the longest. And it's going to take a little bit longer to get to where I want it to be. But it is coming. So just think. 3 years ago, like most of those companies, I was a nobody. They didn't really want a whole lot to do with me. Now, stick with it. Don't give up. Keep working. Keep providing value for them. And now I have a great partnership with Kala. I have a great partnership with Kanile'a. And now I'm building the partnership with Kamaka. So there you go. There's my journey. And again, it was very frustrating 3 years ago because I didn't get what I want. I do like getting what I want, and I didn't. But now I am getting what I want because it just takes some time. You got to build. That's what this is all about. This doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes it takes some time to build, to grow together, and to just realize that this is going to be something that's going to be a long-term relationship, partnership, not just something that you try to get something from somebody and then that's it. So anyway, I hope that helps you. Leave a comment below or you have a story of your own. I'd love to hear it. I appreciate you being here. smashing that like button, subscribing to the channel. And then again, all the links I gave you earlier for the store, the website, Patreon, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. You can go check us out. All of it's just UkeLikeThePros. So, all right, that's going to do it for this one. I'll appreciate you being here, and we'll see you next time.